Subscribe and leave a comment saying I subscribed, and I will personally reply to your comment.
Hollywood has always been a place of bright lights and dark shadows, where success and tragedy often walk hand in hand. It's a city that builds dreams, but sometimes breaks them too. One story, however, stands out, a tale of promise, pain, and mystery. This is the story of Johnny Lewis. Born in 1983 to a creative, tight-knit family in Los Angeles, Johnny Lewis seemed destined for the spotlight. His parents were involved in Scientology, and as a child, he was homeschooled in a nurturing environment that valued both learning and imagination. By the early 2000s, Johnny had landed roles in popular TV shows like The O.C., Smallville, and Gilmore Girls. But it was his portrayal of Half-Sack Epps in the hit drama Sons of Anarchy that brought him widespread recognition. With a boyish charm and undeniable talent, he appeared to have everything: looks, charisma, and a promising career. But beneath the surface, Johnny was grappling with inner demons that few could see. His life took a sharp and tragic turn in the years leading up to his death in 2012. He was just 28 years old when he was found lifeless in a driveway in the Los Feliz neighborhood of Los Angeles. What led to that fateful day remains a mystery. In the final years of his life, Johnny began displaying increasingly erratic behavior. In 2011, his mental health seemed to deteriorate rapidly. Friends and family observed troubling changes in his personality. By 2012, he had been arrested multiple times for violent altercations, including attacking a man with a bottle and breaking into a woman's home. There were whispers of drug use, though toxicology reports after his death showed no substances in his system. What then was driving this descent? The tipping point came on September 26, 2012. Authorities were called to a grisly scene at the home of 81-year-old Catherine Davis, a beloved landlady known for renting her home to artists and creatives. Davis was found brutally beaten and strangled inside her home. Outside, Johnny's lifeless body lay in the driveway, having fallen or jumped from the roof. The immediate question was, did Johnny Lewis kill Catherine Davis? The evidence pointed strongly toward Johnny being responsible. There were no signs of forced entry, and neighbors heard screaming coming from inside the house. However, his death made it impossible to confirm with certainty. Catherine Davis's death was a tragedy that shook the neighborhood. Friends described her as a kind and gentle soul who had offered Johnny a place to live while he tried to get back on his feet. The question of what triggered such violence, if indeed Johnny was the perpetrator, remains unanswered. Was it untreated mental illness? A psychotic break? Or something darker and inexplicable? In trying to understand Johnny's downward spiral, many have looked to his personal life. His relationships were often intense and complex. One of his most publicized romances was with pop star Katy Perry, whom he dated briefly in the mid-2000s. Friends say their relationship was passionate, but ultimately unsustainable. After their breakup, Johnny seemed to drift further away from stability. His subsequent relationships were marked by emotional highs and lows, mirroring his increasingly erratic behavior. Those closest to Johnny paint a picture of a man torn between potential and peril. Despite moments of lucidity and charm, he was slipping into darkness. His departure from Sons of Anarchy after 2 seasons was reportedly due to creative differences, but some insiders speculated it was connected to his personal struggles. In Hollywood, where image is everything, Johnny's troubles became difficult to hide. Johnny Lewis's story is neither one of pure tragedy nor triumph, but rather a cautionary tale. One of what could have been, and what was lost. A promising talent gone too soon, leaving behind questions that will likely never be answered.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoy our content, please support the channel by liking, subscribing, and sharing with your friends.